We trust in you, Jesus. You're all, you're all, you're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey. There's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust, we trust, we trust in you, Jesus. You're all, you're all, you're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey. There's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh.
Okay.
Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust, we trust, we trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. We stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. Everywhere I go on this road, high and low, where I go with you. So I won't be afraid. This my home, come what may. Where I go with you. Where I go with you. There's a spirit I cannot contain. There's a spirit I cannot contain. The same power that raised Jesus up from the grave. The same spirit I cannot contain. Everywhere I go on this road, high and low, where I go with you. So I won't be afraid. This my home, come what may. Where I go with you. Breath upon these bones, your fire in my soul, your kingdom is my home, and I don't walk alone. Everywhere I go on this road, high and low, where I go with you. So I won't be afraid. This my hope, come what may. Where I go with you. Hey.
on, kids. I'm so excited that you are joining us live. If everyone is still coming in, that is amazing. We still have some time, but for those who are online, I'm going to be talking to you. So those who are connected with our live stream, I am talking to you right now, here from our Rocky Railway VBS. I am so glad that you are here and that you are joining us a little bit early. Now, here's the deal. I know that you can't be here with us in person right now, and we miss you so terribly. So I've decided I'm going to give you a challenge. Your very own challenge. So what do you need to do? This is all you need to know. Log on to our live stream every day for our VBS a little bit early, and I will have some sort of challenge for you guys to complete, maybe as a family or as individuals. It might take a while, it might be really quick, but whoever answers first or second, you get points. And throughout the week, you can get as many points as you can. And at the end of the week, for our finale, our Rocky wrap-up finale that we will have here at Eastview, we will announce the winner with the most points. There will be so many opportunities and different ways to get those points, but the winner will get some sort of prize. Who knows what it will be? So tune in early. All you have to do, once I give you the challenge, you just need to text the number that you will see on your screen. Text this number the answer or a picture, depending on what I ask you to do, and the first person will get the most points. Now, I guess I better tell you today's challenge. Today's challenge, how many trees are on stage? Only for the people who are online. It does not include the backdrop. It does not include the pictures. How many real trees are on stage? That's all for now. I'll see you in a bit. Trees are on stage. Real trees. I'm actually going to move this one so that they... All right, do we want to get going? Ryan? Sorry?
We're gonna start a song though. What? Yeah, until we start singing. Your power will closer. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. lead us, we're on the right track. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold, and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold, and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you.
Awesome, you guys. Well, hello. Welcome here. Welcome to our Rocky Railway VBS, where we are talking about how Jesus' power pulls us through. So this here is our time to sing some songs, do some silly things, and get ready for the rest of our evening. Right then, we just sang our theme song, Your Power, and it's about how God's power can pull us through even the rockiest of times. We're going to be singing that song all week, so make sure to have some fun with it and scream out your favorite parts. It's all part of the fun. So we have some information for you because it's completely different this year. Things are so different than from last year, so I have some things to help your travels be a little more smooth. So kids at home, you have your day packages. It says day one for your day one things. Today is day one, so that's the bag that you need for today. Everything that you need, so leave everything else alone, unless instructed by your leaders. Kids, here, you have hooks and bags in front of you. Those are your bags, and at the end of the week, you get to take them home, but for now, we're gonna keep them here. Kids who don't have a bench in front of you, just reach behind you. You have a bag there. That is filled with everything you need to travel on our Rocky Railway. It has pens and a whole bunch of other things that you need, but I do ask, keep things in your bags until you're told to take them out. Otherwise, we might lose everything, and that's not good. Please remember that your spot is your spot. You're gonna keep the same spot every day this week. So whichever is your spot, take a picture of it in your brain, and that's yours. Remember to keep your masks on. So the only people who aren't wearing a mask right now are the people on stage, because we're gonna be talking and singing, and if I were to wear a mask, and then you can understand me, and it would sound really good. Could you understand me? No. Yeah, probably not. So that's why we're not wearing masks, and we're gonna keep our distance from you. But please, while you're here, keep your masks on, and there will be times to take it off, have a break, and so on. Please stay with your groups. Never wander off. If you need to go to the bathroom or get some water, let your leaders know. They will gladly help you and direct you to the right place to go. Now, today, everyone gets a turn throughout the week to be in the middle, to have more room to dance and be a little silly. So this week, the people who get to be in this middle section right here are, let's see here. Well, you guys have your own little spot right there, you silly kids. So we're actually going to ask the East 4 group. East 4 group. Oh, just kidding. Then East 3. I miss this one right here. Yeah, so during singing today, you guys will have a chance to be in the middle here. Awesome. And then that's all I have to say about that. All right. One more announcement. If you need to go to the washroom and you are here at our railway station, please follow the colored footprints to the washroom that is yours. So remember to follow those footprints and keep your distance from everyone. All right. We are at our Rocky Railway Station, and this week we'll imagine that we are traveling together on a steam train through the wild, beautiful Rocky Mountains. Did you know that not too long ago, probably around the time when your grandparents were your age, everyone traveled by train? We didn't really have all the really cool helicopters or planes that we have today. They used trains. People relied on trains, and they still do today, just not as much. So I want you guys to huddle up in your small groups, and I want you to talk about, have you ever ridden a train? Yeah? You get 30 seconds, go. Have you ever ridden a train? You can go. All right. So, who here, raise your hand, who here has ever been on a train? I think train is my favorite way to travel. I'm actually really scared of airplanes and being up really high, so that's why I really like trains. But trains are so cool. Trains get their power, well, steam trains get their power from a steam engine, which is really cool. It's almost like a tea kettle. Have you guys ever seen one of your parents maybe in their kitchen use a tea kettle where they put it on the stove, the water starts to boil, and then there's steam coming out, and then maybe it kind of makes a whistling sound? That's almost how an engine for a train works, or the steam engine anyways. Steam gets pushed through a hole and it makes a whistling sound. Inventors found a way to turn the steam into energy. And they use that power that these big trains have to carry people or supplies to people who need them across deserts, mountains, hills, miles and miles. These trains would travel and bring whatever they're carrying, which is really cool. Last question for now. If you could fill any train or a train with anything, supplies you needed, supplies you wanted, what would you fill it with? Quickly, take 30 seconds. Tell your leaders, what would you fill your train with?
Gold. Oh, I'd make it gold.
What would you fill your train with?
Gold bullion train?
What, anything you want, what would you fill your train with?
Doesn't matter. Cash. Cash.
Oh yeah, you said money. Yeah.
Actually, you know what I do? I fill it with whatever I wanted and just own it.
That was a good one. That was so silly, that toilet paper shortage. It was so and yeast. Everyone's on yeast, right? Do you know that?
That's cool. So that's kind of what a train sounds like, and this is actually going to be our signal for you guys to stop talking in your groups and turn your attention back to the front. So now we know what this is. So I want to know, can anybody guess what I would fill my train with? Yeah. Chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets. I'm going to fill my train with chicken nuggets. Thanks. That's cool. Awesome. So what are some answers? What would you fill with your trains? Yes, my dear. A jungle gym. That's cool. How about, yes. Syrup. Ooh. You know who Buddy the Elf is, don't you? Yes. Diamonds, golds. Lots of cans of Dr. Pepper. That's awesome. All right, sir. That's cool. Yeah. Yes, sir. A what? Arcade. That's cool. Yes. Cats! Ooh! A train filled with cats. Wow, there'd be lots of cat fights, wouldn't there? There's one in the back, yes. Woo! Ballerinas, that's cool. Wow, there's probably so many things we could fill a train with because they have so much room. That's awesome. So this week, we are talking about power, the power that trains have and the power that God has. What comes to mind when you think of power? Maybe a superhero, they have super cool powers where they can fight crime and do really cool things like shoot laser beams from their eyes. Or maybe powerful, you're really strong, you can lift a big boulder, or, I don't know, lift a mountain? I don't know, lift a car? I don't know. Yeah, or a powerful nose, like a dog, you could smell anything, that's kind of cool. Well, Jesus' power is amazing. He has power to bring people back to life. He has the power to forgive our sins. He has the power to help us love people, even the people we don't really want to love. He has the power to heal us, to comfort us, to help us be better people. And later in the week, you'll get to hear about the life-saving power of Jesus as well. So this week, we will talk about Jesus' power, we will talk about what Jesus' power does for us. Those will be our Bible points. So you guys get to be a part of saying the Bible point. Every time someone, a teacher or a leader, me, says our Bible point, you have a job. Your job is to say, trust Jesus, as loud as you can. We're going to make Winnipeg shake with you saying, trust Jesus. So, do you guys kind of get it? Let's practice with our Bible point for the week. So our Bible point for the week is Jesus' power pulls us through. You say, trust Jesus. Okay, let's try that again. So I'm walking along, I'm talking to Ryan, I'm asking him, hey, what are you singing today? And then all of a sudden, I say, Jesus' power pulls us through.
Trust Jesus.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, that is amazing. So I guess now would be a good time to introduce today's Bible point. Can I get it on up the screen? So our Bible point today is Jesus' power helps us be bold. I'm sure the kids at home did a way better job because today I heard crickets. Man, let's try it again. Okay, so I'm sure today right now is a really good time to talk about our Bible point. So our Bible point today is Jesus' power helps us be bold.
Trust Jesus.
Nice. And, ooh, yeah, cool. So we are going to, sorry, I just need to take a look at something. Oh, just kidding. That's tomorrow's point. That's okay. Today's point is Jesus' power helps us do hard things. That's what it is. My hard thing today is to remember my script. So Jesus' power helps us to do hard things.
Trust Jesus.
There we go. We'll get better at it. So we're going to sing a song now. Let's stand up, everyone. Let's join together. We're going to sing a song, Power in the Blood.
Would you do service for Jesus, your King? There's power in the blood. There's power in the blood. Would you live daily His praises to sing? There's wonderful power in the blood. There is power, power, wonder-working power in the blood of the Lamb. There is power, power, wonder-working power in the precious blood of the Lamb. Would you do service for Jesus, your King? There's power in the blood. There's power in the blood. Would you live daily His praises to sing? There's wonderful power in the blood. There is power, power, wonder-working power in the blood of the Lamb. There is power, power, wonder-working power in the precious blood of the Lamb. There is power, power, wonder-working power in the blood of the Lamb. There is power, power, wonder-working power in the precious blood of the Lamb.
Awesome, you guys. You can take a seat. Awesome, you guys. You can take a seat. Hey guys, thanks for joining me. I'm here on the Rocky Road Railway, and I just heard that there was a big rock slide. That could be really dangerous. Let's see if we can find an employee to tell us more about it. And I just heard that there was a big rock slide. That could be really dangerous. Let's see if we can find an employee. Maybe this guy can help. More about it. Hey, excuse me. Do you work here?
Do I work here? Friend, I've been working on the railroad all the live long day. In fact, I don't just work on the train. I drive the trains.
Do you work here?
I'm Cam Track. I'm an engineer.
Wow, Cam Track, an engineer who works on trains? You must be really dedicated to your job.
When you've known trains as long as I have, they become a part of you.
Wow, Cam Track, an engineer who works on trains?
That's deep.
You must be really dedicated. Me and my friends here heard about this horrible rock slide. Can you tell us more about that?
The rock slide. Yes. Last night, a mountain on the track.
Oh man, that's horrible. That can cause a lot of problems.
It can. My crew was supposed to make the delivery this morning, but thank goodness I'm here.
You really think you're strong enough?
I don't think. I know.
Okay. Well, why don't we warm up on a smaller rock? Like that one.
This one? Easy peasy. You might want to stand back in case this goes flying.
Warm up on a smaller rock. Like that one.
Easy peasy. You might want to stand back. I got it. I got it. I can't do it. It's too hard.
You okay, Cam?
Yeah.
You know, it's funny you should mention that because today at the Rocky Road Railway, we're talking about how Jesus' power helps us do hard things. You know, it's funny you should mention that. So maybe it's like when you have to do a hard test at school. away, really far away, and you can't really see them every day anymore. Or when you have to help out someone who's sick.
What are you doing? We already established that I'm not that strong.
When you have to help out someone who's sick. But you don't have to be. That's the best part. We have a friend to help us carry the load. That friend is Jesus. He can help us do hard things.
Jesus sounds like a pretty cool guy. Well, I gotta go figure out how to take these boulders off the track. Maybe Jesus can help me find some ideas on how to do that.
I'm sure he can. And I'll tell you what, when me and my friends here are done, I'll come and help you brainstorm. Deal?
Deal. I'll see you later.
Bye, Cam. Awesome. I'll see you guys back at the Rock and Roll Railway Station.
Deal. I'll see you later.
Bye, Cam. Awesome. So that was our new friend Cam Track. And every day this week, we will hear a little bit more on how he's handling his problems. But for now, we're going to sing another song. We're going to sing the Power Shuffle because Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Trust Jesus. Let's stand up.
This is a good.
I feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power, yeah, it's God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power, yeah, it's God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. 'Cause God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. And stop. I feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power, yeah, it's God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power, yeah, it's God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. 'Cause God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around, now move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. Sing that again. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. And stop.
Nice. Awesome. Thanks, band, for that awesome song. We are now going to introduce someone very special. We have someone to help us remember our Bible point today, and his name is Ramsey. So this is Ramsey right here. You're going to learn a lot more about him in this video that we're going to play for you right now. So turn your attention to the screen and let's hear more about it.
Hey there, friends! Glad you're all on board for a rambunctious week of faith and fun at Rocky Railway. I'm Ramsey, a bighorn sheep. Can you guess why? Okay, that was too easy. Check out these cool, curvy horns God gave me. Ram's horns can weigh up to 30 pounds. That's as much as some of our littlest preschool buddies. Wow! My horns have to be tough because we male sheep use them to keep other rams out of our territory. People who study rams say we can run into each other at 20 to 40 miles per hour. Bam! You can hear that sound for miles. Me and my herd hang out all over the majestic, massive Rocky Mountains. The Rocky Mountains rock! If you head up to find me, strap on your hiking boots. Sometimes my herd grazes in an alpine meadow. 'Cause that's where the good stuff is. Wow, good! But the meadow makes us an easy target for predators, so we also like to climb way up those crazy cliffs. We sheep like it steep. Me and my family can hang out on a little teeny tiny ledge that's only a few inches wide. Animals like bears or coyotes can't bother us here. Whew! And check out the view! God made us just right for staying safe in those hard, rocky places. My hooves are split and have a rough skin on the bottom that grips tight to the rugged rocks. Plus, I've got excellent eyesight. No glasses for me. It may sound like climbing these cliffs and balancing on jagged ledges is hard to do, but God has given me everything I need to live here. Fine food and my family safe. I've heard that you sometimes have to do hard things too. When there's a bully at school, maybe you feel like you're in a rough, rocky place. You may not be balanced on a cliff ledge like me, but maybe you have to balance homework, chores, sports, music, and friendships. That sounds hard. Maybe coming here today and making new friends even feels like a hard thing for you. But did you know you don't face those hard things alone? No way! Jesus is right beside you. Yep, even right now. He gives you His power to climb through those mountains of worry and get through any rough stuff you gotta do. The Bible powers you up with this truth. For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength. That means you don't have to have your own power to do hard things. Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Trust Jesus.
So this is Ramsey. Who remembers what he is? What kind of animal is he? Oh, a longhorn. Yeah, that's pretty cool, hey? He has the cool long horns. So he's going to help us remember that Jesus' power helps us do hard things.
Trust Jesus.
Yes. That's awesome. Okay, we are going to take another look at that Bible verse. So can we throw it up on the screen, please? We have a Bible verse found in Philippians 4, verse 13, and it goes like this. For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength. So let's say that all together, nice and loud. For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength. Philippians 4, verse 13. So that's our Bible verse for today. So keep that in your brains as you go through all of your stations. We're going to do one more song, and then we'll get ready to move on, okay? So our next song is Everywhere. Let's stand on up.
Everywhere I go on this road, high and low, where I go with you. So I won't be afraid, this my upon these bones. Your fire in my soul. Your kingdom is my home. And I won't walk alone. Everywhere I go on this road, I am known. Where I go with you. So I won't be afraid this mountain. Come on, man. Where I go with you. Everywhere I go on this road, I am known. Where I go with you. So I won't be afraid this mountain. Come on, man. Where I go with you. Where I go with you. Where I go with you.
All right, we're going to get ready to switch over to our Zoom calls for the kids online. So I'm going to quickly pray, and then we'll say goodbye to our friends online. Dear Jesus, thank you so much for letting us be here today and celebrate your power and learn more about you. Please help us have a great evening. Help us have some fun, learn some cool things, and may you be glorified through all of this. In your name we pray, amen. So see you guys later online. We'll see you at 7:45 for our Rocky wrap-up. For kids in here, in person, I'm going to invite Andrea on stage, and she's going to tell us a little bit more about
Are we off?
what's happening next.
Are we off? Okay. All right. So, if somebody could just give me a cue that YouTube is off. You switched over. Nobody's. As we go today.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey. There's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, oh, oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. We stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. Everywhere I go on this road, high and low, where I go with you. So I won't be afraid. This my home, come what may. Where I go with you. Where I go with you. There's a spirit I cannot contain. There's a spirit I cannot contain. The same power that raised Jesus up from the grave. The same spirit I cannot contain. Everywhere I go on this road, high and low, where I go with you. So I won't be afraid. This my home, come what may. Where I go with you. Where I go with you. Where I go with you. Breath upon these bones, your fire in my soul. Your kingdom is my home, and I don't walk alone. Everywhere I go on this road, high and low, where I go with you. So I won't be afraid. This my home, come what may. Where I go with you. Everywhere I go on this road, high and low, where I go with you.
it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power, yeah, yeah, God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power, yeah, God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. Now stop. I feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power, yeah, yeah, God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power, yeah, God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. Let's do it all again right now. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. Now stop.
This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. 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 Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train.
Okay, now let's bring it down.
This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train. Oh, this train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train. This train. This train. God of heaven and earth, you are amazing. You hold me up with your hand. You give me faith, and I will put my hope in you alone.
Today we live, today we breathe, today we know that we are strong when we are weak. Today we trust, we overcome, take every chain that kept us slaves and throw them off. We're not waiting for permission, we defy our inhibition, like our middle name is fearless, son of red. If we're gonna fly, we fly like eagles, arms out wide. If we're gonna fear, we fear no evil. We will rise. By your power, we will go. By your spirit, we are bold. If we're gonna stand, we stand as giants. If we're gonna walk, we walk as lions.
Awesome. How are you guys doing? Good. I'm so excited. I'm just going to invite the band, wherever they are, to make their way to the main stage. Wherever they are in the building. I think we lost them. They might have got caught in that rock slide earlier. Who knows? But that's so cool. Everyone stand up. Let's stretch a little bit. Stretch around. We're just going to give some time to our at-home friends, our online friends to join us, to tune back into their live stream. So Jesus' power helps us do hard things. That's awesome. Wow. I hope you guys remember to take that home with you. Remember that. Tell your parents about it. Tell them that Jesus' power helps us do hard things. That's right. We can trust Jesus. We heard about how Ananias could trust Jesus, right? In our Bible story, we heard how our friend from the video in KidVid, he could trust Jesus and rely on his power, which is amazing. So as we're getting ready, we're going to start our first song, which is our theme song, Your Power, for our Rocky Rapids.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold, and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey. There's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, oh, oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, oh, oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that you need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us whole, and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey. There's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, oh, oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, oh. Oh, we trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold, and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you.
All right, everyone, take a seat. I I want to introduce someone to you. This is Kelly, and she's gonna help us figure out everything that we learned today.
Hello, everyone. All right, let me just put my book down. All right, I am so excited to be here with you guys today. Whew, it's a bit of a warm one, but I think we've been having a lot of fun, haven't we? If you've been having fun, give it a great big cheer. You ready? On the count of 3, let's see if we can make them hear us way back out there in the foyer. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. That was okay. We'll work on that. We'll work on that. All right, so welcome to our very first Rocky Wrap-Up, and welcome to our friends at home who are joining us on the live stream. We're so glad that all of you guys have come to VBS this year. So, at Rocky Wrap-Up, we're going to be talking a little bit more about what we learned today, and we're going to be doing some fun activities and singing some more songs, and there might even be a few surprises along the way. So I don't know about you guys, but I love surprises. So you're gonna have to come every day to see what the surprise of the day is gonna be all about. So you know my name, you heard Jenna introduce me, but I haven't met very many of you guys. So, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. On the count of 3, I want you all to yell out your name, and then that's how I'm gonna learn it, okay? And then if you're at home, you can do the same thing, and I'm sure I'll hear you over the airwaves. Okay, so you're ready? On the count of 3, just yell out your name, and I'm gonna know them all. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think I got it. But you know what, maybe just keep your name tags on just in case. Maybe I'll just need a little bit of help tomorrow, but I'll work on it. I'm sure I'll know a lot of them for tomorrow. All right, so we've been learning about a Bible point today. And we've gone over it several times, but now I'm gonna put you guys to the real test. We're not gonna have any clues up on the screens or anything, and I want you guys to help me complete the Bible point for today. I'm gonna say the first 2 words, and then I want you guys to say the rest. Okay, so you ready? Here we go. Jesus' power. Okay, let's try that again. Jesus' power. Boy, I guess we must be getting all tired. Let's try one more time. Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Good job. So to help us remember our Bible point, we also met a rather handsome fellow. His name, right here, is Ramsey, the bighorn sheep. And we saw in the video about Ramsey that they can balance on ledges that are like teeny tiny little ledges on cliffs that go like straight up in the air practically, because that's the way that God created them, so that they could do a hard thing. They're super cool that way. So here is a little surprise for today. There is something in your bags that you guys get to take home. And if you've been at VBS before, you'll have seen the Bible Memory Buddies. Why don't you take a look in your bags, and if you're at home, you can look in your packages that you got for VBS, and you'll find Ramsey. So take Ramsey out and just hang on to him for a second. So these Bible buddies are pretty cool. Everybody's looking for them. I hope you found them at home too. Oh, I see one. If you found Ramsey, just hold him up nice and high. Make him a little wave in the air so I can see that you got him. There we go. And if for some chance you don't have one in your bag, you can tell your leader and we'll make sure you get one. So don't worry about that. All right, so on Ramsey, if you turn him around, you can punch him out. Don't do it right now, but later on, you can punch him out. Just gonna punch mine out. There we go. And there's a little stand where you can stand him up and play some games with him later on. What's cool about Ramsey is on the back there's the Bible point for today and the memory verse for today. So you can put him on the clip and clip him on your backpack or on a key ring or something like that so that you can remember what we talked about today. But wait, there's more. you can also ask a grown-up to help you download an app, and you can play 5 games with Ramsey too, and our other Bible buddies as we get them over the week. So cool. So we're gonna get those as the week goes on. All right, so hold your Ramsey up nice and high. Now, with your other hand, I want you to make a mountain. Squeeze your thumb and your fingers together, hard as you can. Make a really hard mountain, hard rock. This is the kind of mountain that Ramsey would go climbing on. And then take Ramsey and put him so he's standing right in the top of the mountain on the little ledge where I would not be standing if I was up there, but he's made that way so he can do it. All right, hold him up nice and high, and while you're doing that, let's all say together, Jesus' power will help me do hard things. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Jesus' power will help me do hard things. Good job. It was almost like our Bible point, so you can say trust Jesus for sure. All right, take your Ramses and put them back in your bag. Or if you're at home, just put them aside for now. Then you can take them out later on again. So put them back in your bags. All right. Jesus' power helps us do hard things. That's right, there's power in Jesus. And I think we need to sing another song to help us remember that. So we're gonna ask Jenna and the action team to come up, and we're gonna sing another one.
All right, guys, we're gonna stand up, we're gonna sing another song. We're gonna sing Power in the Blood. Get your big power muscles ready.
Service for Jesus, your King. There's power in the blood. There's power in the blood. Would you live daily His praises to sing? There's wonderful power in the blood. There is power, power, wonder-working power in the blood of the Lamb. There is power, power, wonder-working for Jesus, your King. There's power in the blood. There's power in the blood. Would you live daily His praises to sing? There's wonderful power in the blood. There is power, power, wonder-working power in the blood of the Lamb. There is power, power, wonder-working power in the precious blood of the Lamb. There is power, power, wonder-working power in the blood of the Lamb. There is power, power, wonder-working power in the precious blood of the Lamb.
Seen a train crew actually doing what they do in the train yard in person or maybe on TV or something. Have you ever seen what a train crew does? A few people have here and there. Yeah, they have some really hard jobs. So they have to haul cargo, and sometimes there's passenger trains, so they have to keep all the passengers safe. They have to fix the broken trains. Sometimes there's the signal men, so sometimes 2 trains maybe are coming along the tracks and like, uh-oh, they're gonna crash if they're all both on the same track at the same time, so they have to do special things with switches to get the tracks to move so the trains will separate and go different ways. So that's a really hard job. They work really, really hard. So I thought today that we needed something to do to remind us of kind of how they do hard things and how we can do hard things too. So I found a tricky train challenge. So hopefully you guys aren't too tired already to try a challenge. I think you can do it. You'll be fine. You'll be good. So your leaders have 2 papers that look like this. So everybody needs one. So everybody get 1 paper. Now, if you're at home, what you can do is find a piece of, just a regular piece of paper, and you can try this as well. It's just an 8.5 by 11. We cut it off a little bit, but 8.5, 11 will work too. All right, does everybody have one? All right, it's pretty tricky. Hope you guys can handle this, but I think we can. I think we can do it. All right. So you'll notice that there's 3 tracks on my piece of paper, right? So the challenge is to tear the paper. Don't do it yet, just wait. The challenge is to tear this piece of paper so you end up with 3 separate tracks. So to do this, we're going to grab the paper by one corner and by the other corner. And then when I say go, we're going to just pull them apart. And we're going to end up with 3 different tracks. Okay, you ready? Let's give it a try. One corner, other corner. All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh no. Oh man, I should have practiced this more before, I guess. Did anybody else have this problem? You did you? Did anybody get a good try? Oh no, oh shoot. Oh, Pastor Johnny did pretty good, but still it's only 2. It's like, oh, pretty good over there, not too bad. Some of you guys, okay. Well, mine didn't work very well. I mean, you think tearing paper wouldn't be that hard to do, but obviously it takes a little bit of work. Oh, well, that's too bad. Well, you know what? This challenge sounded easy, but it actually reminds us that sometimes things are harder than they look, right? So sometimes things maybe like riding a bike. So do you remember the first time you learned how to ride a bike? And maybe you're like wobbling and maybe you fell over. I have a big scar on my knee from when I fell over. It took some practice, right? You needed somebody to come and teach you how to steer and how to balance. And eventually you learned how to ride the bike. So sometimes there's hard things. I can think in my own life when I had to do a hard thing. It's kind of a fun example. My son Silas is sitting over there and he loves Minecraft. So for his last birthday, he wanted a Minecraft birthday cake. I was like, okay, well, Minecraft, they're just cubes, right? How hard can it be? Cut up a cake into squares and put it together. Well, I spent several hours putting this Minecraft cake together and trying to figure out how to make it look like a Minecraft cake. I thought it would be easy, but it wasn't. It was a hard thing to do, and I had to work at it really hard, and in the end, it looked okay. It was okay. It was a pretty good Minecraft birthday cake. So what I want you to do is I want you guys to turn to your crew, and for just like a quick minute, tell somebody about a hard thing that you had to do that you thought was going to be easy, but turned out to be a little bit more hard than you thought in the first place. So take like 30 seconds and tell somebody next to you about a hard thing you had to do. And if you're at home, what you can do is you can turn to your brother or your sister or the grown-up that you're with and tell them about the hard thing that you tried to do. All right, 30 seconds on the clock. You know, lots of talking. All right. Sounds like you guys had lots of hard stuff that you've had to try. That's awesome. Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Try it again. Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Oh, much better. That was awesome. All right. Woo. Grab your second piece of paper. Got your second one? I hope you didn't tear it already. All right. So everybody grab your second piece, and at home you can do the same thing. Get another piece of paper. This 8.5 by 11 will work. Now this time, I'm going to give you a track tearing tip to help us accomplish our goal. So, my track tearing tip. All right. So you'll notice, if you look carefully at your paper, there's a little cut. There's 2 little cuts in your paper. So if you're at home, what you can do is just about 1/3 of the way down and 2/3 of the way down, make a tiny little cut about 1 inch long in your paper. So you have one of those. All right, so that is the first part of my track tearing tip. The second part, now I hope this works because you guys have masks on, so this is gonna be an extra hard challenge. All right, we're gonna hold the middle, kind of bend it down, and hold the middle part of your chin, like this. Try not to hit the microphone. Okay, you got it under your chin? Yeah? Okay, and then you're gonna grab the 2 sides of paper and we're gonna rip them straight down. Okay, when I say go, let's see how many of us can get 3 tracks. Okay, you ready? So get it under your chin, get a good grip on it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I did it! Ah! Did you guys do it too? Oh, you did it! Look at this right here. Awesome! Good job! Good job! Did you do it? Awesome! Oh, you guys, awesome. You did a hard thing. We kept trying. I came alongside you and gave you some tips, and it made a hard thing a bit easier. So that reminds me that sometimes doing hard things, you have to do them more than once, and sometimes you have to have somebody come alongside you to help you do them, right? So Jesus has the power to do that too. Jesus comes alongside us and helps us do really hard things too. Just like in our story that we heard today, right? Jesus helps us do hard things sometimes. So, what I want you guys to do is, Jesus gives us the power, Jesus has the power to put the right people in our lives and that can support us and guide us. So what I want us to do is to say a thank you to the people that are in our crews. So you can turn to the people in your crews and say, I am glad Jesus chose you for my crew. Okay, you ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm glad Jesus chose you for my crew. Good job. Whoa. Ananias?
Hey!
What?
I just got back here from seeing Saul.
Saul? I heard that you were afraid to see Saul.
Well, I was afraid. I really was. But you guys all told me that with Jesus' power, we can do hard things. Yeah.
I know. So what happened when you saw him?
Well, okay, so he was still pretty scary when I found his house, and he hadn't eaten in 3 days. But yeah, I found him there. So that was pretty crazy.
Well, what did you do?
Well, okay, so I said to him, so Saul, Jesus, who you saw on the road to Damascus, sent me to tell you that I'm going to help you see again and bring you the Holy Spirit. And so I put my hands on his shoulders, and bam, like these crazy scaly things fell off his eyes, and he could see again.
That's so
I know,
incredible.
how crazy is that? And then
my
that was just so nuts. And then he was baptized, and he had something to eat, which was good.
Yeah.
And then I came running here to tell you guys what had happened.
Oh man, it sounds like God has some awesome things in store for Saul.
You know, it's true. And he's got awesome things in store for you and me too, right?
Yeah.
Because he gives us the power to do hard things. Yes.
That's true.
So anyways, that's all I want to tell you guys. So it's super cool story. I gotta go. Bye.
See ya, Ananias. Wow. I'm so glad he stopped by to share what happened. I was just wondering what was going to go on with that. That is so amazing. Ananias had to trust Jesus, and we do too, right? So we're going to sing a new song we're going to learn, and it celebrates how we can trust Jesus. So we're going to ask the team to come back up.
Okay, so we're running out of time, so we're gonna just do a quick fun song to get our bodies moving and get ready to go home. We're gonna stand up and do our power shuffle one more time. So get ready to jump, to move that way, then that way.
I feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power, yeah, it's God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power, yeah, it's God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. 'Cause God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around, now move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze! And everybody clap your hands. And stop. 1, 2. I feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power, yeah, it's God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power, yeah, it's God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. 'Cause God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, sing it again. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze! And everybody clap your hands. And stop!
Awesome, you guys. All right. I'm going to invite Andrea on up.
All right. Oh, man, it has been a wonderful first day of VBS as we have learned that Jesus' power helps us to do hard things. Trust Jesus. I have looked around at you kids that are here in person in the church, and I've been so impressed. I know it's not easy having a mask on all evening, but you guys have been great. You've powered through, and you know what? It's the power of Jesus that is helping us to do this hard thing, the hard thing of sitting so far apart and wearing masks. So I see, when I look at you guys, I see a God sighting right here in front of my eyes. And for you kids at home, I hope you had a really good time. I know I popped into your Zoom call here and there, and it seemed like you guys were having a really good time. And so we're really glad that you joined us from at home. And so now I want to say a prayer to close our first day of VBS together. So let's fold our hands and close our eyes. And during a prayer, we put our thoughts and our attention on Jesus, because Jesus, you are right here with us. You are powerful and you are loving, and we are so thankful that by your power we can have VBS in the middle of a pandemic. We thank you for all these volunteers that have helped to make this happen. We thank you for each of these kids that have come here tonight or that have joined in from at home, and we pray that you would keep us all safe and healthy and protect us as we go home from here. We thank you. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. Well, at this time, we're going to do our very safe dismissal. And so small group leaders, and I guess we could say goodbye to our online kids if we haven't done that already. See you tomorrow. All right, for the small group leaders, can you help your kids safely take off their masks? If their
We trust in you, Jesus. You're